Okay.
You got it?
Got it.
Okay. I'm Philip Weiss, and Betty Whelan is holding the camera as I visit the grave site of Babe Ruth. You can follow with me. Okay. You have me?
Yes.
Okay. This is the grave of Babe Ruth, baseball legend, baseball great. Betty, why don't you come closer and video the mementos at the base of Mr. Ruth's grave. So yeah, take a pan shot of that, okay? And somebody left a Budweiser beer, uh, and this is good. There's an airplane flying over it now. Now go back, Betty, and get make sure you get me in the picture now. Am I in the picture?
Yes.
Okay, good. Okay, now this is Babe Ruth's grave. Uh, Interred with Mr. Ruth is his wife, Claire Ruth. Babe died in 1948, and Mrs. Ruth died in 1976. Babe Ruth, there's an inscription on the grave that says, quote, "May the divine spirit that animated Babe Ruth to win the crucial game of life inspire the youth of America." And that was said by Cardinal Spellman. So Cardinal Spellman, had a lot to do with Babe Ruth. So Babe Ruth was more than just a baseball player. He was a cultural and spiritual icon. Babe Ruth is arguably the greatest player in the history of baseball, and somebody who made a real mark in the history of American culture. He was not just an athlete, he was a cultural icon. Okay? In his career, Babe Ruth hit 714 home runs. And he hit those home runs at a time when hitting home runs was not the normal way that baseball was played. So he did something that he introduced a new way of playing baseball. He expanded on it. He introduced the home run as being a main feature of baseball. He changed the way the game was played. And he did that. And not only did he do that, he did it successfully. And he was a champion. He was a champion of what he did. Under Once Babe Ruth joined the Yankees became the greatest team in the history of baseball. The greatest. The Yankees were totally synonymous with Babe Ruth, and Babe Ruth was synonymous with the Yankees. Okay, and and as you saw before, look at all the mementos that people have left. All the baseballs, the beer cans, the glove, the flowers, the flag. Mr. Ruth symbolized America. Mr. Ruth symbolized all the great and good and wonderful qualities of the United States as a nation, and the American people as a people. This was wonderful, wonderful. And it's just too bad that Mr. Ruth died so young, you know. But he lived. But despite that, he lived a life that was so full, a life that's charismatic, a life that's legendary, legendary. And you, the man was a great man. I would have loved to have met. I would have loved to have met Babe Ruth. I'm sure I would have liked him, and I would have loved to have seen him play. He played. He played when the original Yankee Stadium was new. He when the original Yankee Stadium. Right now, the Yankees play in the third reiteration of the Yankee Stadium. He played in the original Yankee Stadium. Ruth was there when the original Yankee Stadium opened up. The original, and you notice this sculpture on the rock. Yeah, this is a child, and this is a religious figure. Please note, you don't see Babe Ruth here. This is to commemorate Ruth, not as a baseball player, but as a man, as a cultural icon. and as somebody who inspired other people to do better for their lives. Babe Ruth, by the way, he came from a very humble background. Very humble background. He grew up actually in an orphanage, even though his parents were alive. And that's where he learned how to play baseball. Somebody in that orphanage in Baltimore believed in him, saw something in him, saw that in Babe Ruth there was potential for greatness. And then after Mr. Ruth started playing baseball, he didn't start with the Yankees. He started with the Boston Red Sox, and he became quickly the greatest and best pitcher in baseball at that time. And a lot of people don't know that about Mr. Ruth. He just wasn't a home run hitter. He was great at all facets of the game. Pitching, running, fielding, you name it. And people loved him. The fans loved him. The other players loved him. Everybody, I mean, they literally loved him. Babe Ruth was more than just a baseball player.
Okay.
He was a man. He was great.
Okay.
And I'm glad that who's ever watching this video has taken the opportunity to listen to my words about Mr. Ruth. I would actually encourage everybody, if they can, to visit Mr. Ruth's grave. It's a monument. It's a monument to Americana. And Betty, I'm now going to touch the stone and tell Mr. Ruth, Babe and Claire, and these are the words that I always use, right?
Right.
Babe and Claire, you're gone, but you're not forgotten. And with that, I'm going to say bid Mr. Ruth and Claire much ado, and may you always rest in peace.
Amen.
Thank you. And you can turn the video.